Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Eric here. I know it's been a little while since I did my last video, but I've had some computer troubles. Basically, I've been using Mac OS X Apple computers since 2007. Finally caved in, bought a bunch of parts from Newegg, and now I am using my custom-built PC. If anybody really wants to know the specs, let me know. I mean, I got 8 gigs of RAM, a GeForce 650 Ti GPU, AMD Phenom 2 CPU, whatever, just kind of mid-range, good stuff. But that's besides the point. I will be showing you some games that I got on Steam, because I finally got into Steam. I've been wanting to get into Steam for years. Just never had the computer to do it, but I'll save that for the very end. This pickups video is going to be quite interesting as opposed to my other videos. I have some rare items. One particularly really sought after game that's really hard to find in the wild, and one unique console that predates the NES. So if you have any ideas, I'll keep you guessing. But it's really good. It's one of the better consoles that came before Nintendo's time in the mid '80s. So I will start off with some Game Boy Advance games. Long story short, many years ago I used to be quite the Game Boy Advance collector. And I moved, and then I moved, and then I moved, and I lost track of all the cases and all the games. I went and searched through tons of different storage bins, and here's what I found. Pokemon Sapphire Complete in Box. This I got for my 10th birthday, ironically 10 years ago. This came with the pre-order bonus through EB Games at the time, Electronics Boutique, before they turned into GameStop. It came with the limited edition Kyogre or Kyogre. I really don't know how the hell to say it. It was a nice limited edition coin. Really cool. I can't play the game because there's something wrong with the battery. Just have to replace it. Just a matter if I feel like replacing it, which I probably won't. But it does sure look pretty damn cool on my shelf. Next, Guilty Gear Advanced Edition, Guilty Gear X. This is kind of like Street Fighter, but a little more adult. I don't know, the character design is more so anime-esque. Pretty cool fighting game. I mean, it's really not that much. I mean, I just have the game here. No inserts. It is what it is, but pretty damn good game. Mega Man Battle Network 2. I actually really used to like these games back in the day. I know some of the die-hard Mega Man fans don't really care for this. It's kind of like a top-down overworld adventure game where you go into these database computer things. I don't know. I haven't played this in like many years, but it's kind of like, it's got a really unique battle system. It's really kind of RPG-esque. If you're a big fan of RPGs, I mean, it's kind of turn-based, I guess. I don't really remember the battle system that much. If there's like a card thing or like, I don't know. But definitely check this out if you like Mega Man or you like some RPGs, if you're looking for something different. Let's see. This I was really happy to find. This I didn't find in any storage bins. This I actually picked up. I think I paid about maybe 12 bucks for it. Complete in Box Final Fantasy Tactics. Tactics. This is the only Tactics game I've played. I don't really care for Fire Emblem or any games that kind of have the Final Fantasy Tactics, Jesus, I almost said Tic Tacs. The Final Fantasy Tactics battle system. But this is the only game that I really played through and I liked. I enjoyed it. I don't even know what happened to it. Down the line. As I got older, must have traded it in somehow. Good game. I have the strategy guide to go with it, so I have it kind of complete. Great game if you like Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, if you haven't played this one, definitely check it out. I do recommend that. Here we go. Here is the best RPG series on Game Boy Advance. Golden Sun 1 and Golden Sun The Lost Age, or Golden Sun 2. Really good games. If you're looking for a nice RPG series to play, definitely recommend Golden Sun. It's kind of unique the way it approaches the battle system. It's obviously turn-based, but there's these little sprites that you get. They're kind of like magic. They're called Djinn or Jin. I don't know. I never knew how to say them, but you basically, I don't know. Play the game, you'll find out. It's really worth it. Definitely recommend those. Here's another interesting one from my childhood. Here, Kingdom Hearts: Chain of Memories. a lot of people don't like this game because of the fact that the battle system is card-based. I really didn't like it at first, but I got into it and I actually liked it, although I never beat this game. I think I got to, after you beat this game, this is kind of like a spoiler, you can play as Riku, and his story mode, or whatever mode it is, it's kind of tough. So I was really never able to beat that. I don't know if like playing as Riku was like a new game plus. I don't remember. It's really been years since I played this, but I'm glad to have it. Complete in box, all the inserts. It's kind of bent out of shape. I tried to fix it, but there's really not much I can do. Whatever. I mean, it's only sitting on my shelf, but boy, does it look good on my shelf. That's the kind of collector's mindset you gotta have. If it looks good on your shelf, then you should get it. Lastly, for Game Boy Advance, Yu Yu Hakusho Ghost Files Spirit Detective. This game sucks. But I love Yu Yu Hakusho, I love the anime. I got into it by watching Toonami after school every day, and I'm sure a lot of you out there will be like, yeah, Toonami, hell yeah. You know, I watched the whole anime. I mean, the game is kind of like a top-down, overworld RPG action thing. It's kind of bad. The battle system is really shitty, but hey, it fills a nice spot on my Game Boy Advance place on my shelf. Moving on, in my previous video I showed you guys how to swap out a battery for Game Boy games, specifically Pokemon Crystal. I got this really nice case on eBay. It was only like $8. If you have loose games and you can't find the original cardboard boxes, definitely look on eBay for some cool cases. I mean, this is actually really well made. You know, it looks legit. Obviously, it's really big. It's kind of bulky, but whatever. You know, it's nice because I mean, you got place for your inserts and your guides and all your manuals, and then it's held in place by these little foam things. I don't know, it's cool. Definitely worth it for like $8. So if you're looking for cases, definitely look on eBay for like whatever game case, like Pokemon Crystal case. The lone NES pickup here, Top Secret Episode Golgo 13. I learned about this from Pat, the NES punk. His review looked really good, the game looked really good, so I've been wanting to play it for a while. I actually haven't touched this game yet, but I would like to get into that eventually, and I probably will. I need to replace the 72-pin connector in my NES. I know those are only like $10. Just really can't be bothered to do that yet, but I will. Definitely looks like a good game. Supposedly it's one of those hidden gems on the NES, and you know, those are really easy to come by because the NES's library is so huge. I'm going on a huge trip to Australia for all of July, and I picked up a couple of 3DS games. Just for something to do if there's downtime or whatever, and it's going to be like a 30-hour trip there and a 30-hour trip back. So I'm going to want some portable games to play, obviously. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. I love this. I played this on the Wii U. Really great game. Honestly, I think it's better than Mario Kart 7. This game is good, but I kind of feel like they skipped out on the sprites, because the sprites kind of look like 2D-ish. I don't know. I know it's an early 3DS title, kind of, so maybe they didn't have it down. It kind of feels a little bit budget title-y. Could be wrong, but still a great game nonetheless. If you're looking for a nice racer to play on your 3DS, definitely check this out. You can get it for like $30. This is the bonus edition, and I will say, it comes with a redemption code to download Metal Sonic and the Outrun stage, I believe. I tried to punch this code in, and it said it wasn't offering, like the Nintendo eShop wasn't offering the redemption code anymore. I wasn't able to download it. Kind of rustled my jimmies a little bit, but it is what it is. I've been playing this game daily. Animal Crossing New Leaf. Seriously, it's probably the most casual game I can ever play, but it's absolutely addicting. If you don't know what Animal Crossing is, seriously just go look it up. And if you've played Animal Crossing and you haven't played New Leaf, definitely check this out. I was really big on the original Animal Crossing for the GameCube. Really big on Wild World for the 3D or for the DS. Didn't care for City Folk, which is kind of weird for me. But I got right back into it with New Leaf. Really good game. Good game. Let's see. Star Fox 3D. I love Star Fox 64, and I really couldn't pass this up. I had this years ago, but I had this with the original 3DS and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Somebody stole that and the 3DS and this game. I didn't even get to play this game before that person stole it. So if you're out there, fuck you for doing that, because that's, come on, why? The good game. The game stays true to the Star Fox 64. I don't know why they're not making Star Fox games anymore. Same with F-Zero. I really wish Nintendo would just get their ass in gear and start making some of these franchises that a lot of people have been asking for the last 10 or 15 years. Another good game that I have already on 360, Sonic Generations. This was only like 15 bucks. I figured, what the hell? I loved Sonic Generations on the 360, so I figured I'd just give this a go. And it kind of stays true to it. I mean, it feels like a dumbed down version a little bit, but that's to be expected. But still great. I'm really surprised this game takes full advantage of the 3D in some aspects. So if you find this, for less than 20 bucks, definitely give it a go if you're looking for a nice platformer or a Sonic game if you're a Sonic fan. Geez, let's see what else. I was on such a PlayStation kick about 2 weeks ago when The Last of Us came out. I got The Last of Us day one, beat it, took me about 13 hours. Let me tell you, it's worth every penny. I can't recommend this game anymore. This is probably my game of the year as far as like 7th generation games. Awesome game, even better story. I've never seen the PS3 take advantage of its graphic capability in such a way ever before. I mean, the graphics really shine. I mean, I'm not that much of a graphic guy, but these graphics are really, really good. The details that Naughty Dog went into putting into this game, absolutely wonderful. Seriously, I can't recommend this game anymore. This is seriously probably one of the best games I've ever played in my whole life. And that is not an understatement. Because there's a lot of games that I buy and I don't beat because I don't have the incentive to do it. But this game kept giving me the incentive to do so. After beating The Last of Us, I really kind of wanted to play some more Naughty Dog games that weren't like stereotypical Naughty Dog, like Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot. So I got Uncharted 1 and 2. I had Uncharted for Vita. I beat it. It took me about 10 hours, and I really kind of forced myself to beat it. Haha, beat it. I tried playing Uncharted. I really just don't like it. Something about the ancient Incan civilization shit just is a turn off for me. It says right here, Game of the Year 2007. I know a lot of people will be like, how can you not like this game? But I just can't get into it. I mean, it's a good game for what it is, but I just can't. And then Uncharted 2, I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but I mean, these were both, I think I got these both for 10 bucks, so I really just couldn't pass it down. Plus it's got that cool red case. I mean, a lot of people really don't care for Greatest Hits, but I think Greatest Hits on PS3 looks pretty neat. And finally for PS3, I got Jak and Daxter Remastered in HD. This was only 20 bucks new. I'm surprised. I don't know how recent this is. I think it's 2012 when it came out. But I never got the chance to play Jak and Daxter when it first came out. I know I got Jak and Daxter for PS2, but I really wanted to wait and play it on my big TV with the PS3, good remastered graphics. A couple hours into it, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I've only played Jak and Daxter, but I remember Jak 2 being really hyped. I played Jak 2 when that came out, and then Jak 3 I haven't even touched, but I will get to those eventually. PS2, there was like a buy one get one free, and the PS2 games were only like $2 because I went to the store I always go to, Microgame. It was a weekend sale, so I figured why the hell not. I got this really cool first-person shooter called 13. This is kind of like a hidden gem. A lot of people don't. It's kind of like a comic book style, cel shady thing. I remember getting this back in the day. Don't know what the hell happened to it. Like 90% of the shit I owned. Obviously, it's all stickered up, but what can you do? This was the one that was in better shape. You don't want to see the other one. If you're looking for like I don't know, just a first-person shooter, something different, something not Call of Duty or something not Halo, definitely give this a go. And lastly, for PS2, I learned about this from a channel called Metal Jesus Rocks. PS2 Hidden Gems. No, I don't think it was PS2 Hidden Gems. It was Forgotten Racing Games. Splashdown, Riders Gone Wild. If you're a fan of Wave Race 64, definitely give this a go. There's two different Splashdown games. But this one seems to be the one to go to. I think this is the second one. It's really cool because it's like Wave Race. You know, every stage is different. It's kind of theme park inspired. Well, it says right here, theme park inspired locales. I haven't played it yet, but from what I saw from Metal Jesus' channel, this is definitely a hidden gem. Definitely good to buy. I mean, $4, can't beat that. Now we're getting into the good stuff, the stuff you've been watching for. In my video where I talked about how to replace the battery in Pokemon Crystal, I showed you guys a quick glimpse of this. This is a Game Boy Color. Now look, you know, what's so different about this Game Boy Color? Well, I'm going to show you. It has a backlight. I basically installed the backlight. I found a backlighting kit on eBay. I think it was the last one I got. But basically, what you want to do is you want to take the screen off of a Game Boy Advance SP and then put the backlight, or it's actually a front light rather, and then just solder it to the board or whatever. So there you go. Really cool to have. A lot of people have been trying to mod their Game Boys to do this, and I just wanted to be able to play Game Boy Color during my travels and be able to play through Pokemon Crystal with a light. Just figured that'd be cool. Now for the system that I mentioned at the very beginning of my video. Any guesses? Anybody? Alright, let me show you. This predates the NES. This came out in 1982. This is one of the better systems of the era, actually. And if you can find it in as good as condition as I did for as cheap as I did, oh my god, you gotta take this. This is a ColecoVision. You know, it's really interesting how the controllers work. They're, hardwired, well, not hardwired, but they're kind of like, you can't even move like more than 3 feet. It's got a numeric keypad. The joystick is kind of weird. You know, I do plan on doing a review of this. This is pretty cool. I got a ton of games for it. I mean, I didn't pay too much for this. I think I only paid like $30 and I got like 10 games for free. Because, I mean, you should see the pile of ColecoVision games at my store. It's ridiculous. This is really awesome. Some of the games are kind of hit or miss, like whether or not they work. But if you can get them to work, it's really good. Obviously, I mean, this is in great shape, seriously. I mean, I've never seen one ever in the wild. So I figured, I'm probably not going to see it again. I mean, you got the consumer please notice sticker. I mean, the metal on the front. It's in good condition and it's seriously really tip-top shape. What I also did get with this, which was kind of interesting, and the guy just gave it to me for free because seriously I've been seeing this sit there since I've been going to the store maybe about a year ago. This is the expansion module 1. If you don't know what the module 1 is, this basically plugs into the front of the ColecoVision and you can play Atari 2600 games on it. Meaning you can also use a Genesis controller on the controller ports because you can mix and match those controllers. I don't know why they use the 12-pin things for the Genesis as well as the Atari 2600. It just works. Unfortunately, this really doesn't seem to work. I mean, I can kind of get a little bit of a signal, but it's really just hit or miss. But whatever, it was free and I didn't pay for it. So whatever. Now, let me show you the ColecoVision games and Atari games I got. I got a fucking ton of ColecoVision games. We got Mousetrap. This is kind of like a Pac-Man clone. Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong. This is kind of the arcade clone. Donkey Kong Jr. This one doesn't work. This is the one I wanted to play the most. Space Panic. Venture. I can't tell you what most of these are because some of them don't work. Zaxxon. I know Zaxxon is kind of like a space shooter. The official Space Fury. Let's see what else we got. Cosmic Avenger. Super Action TV Football, or Super Action Football, and Pepper 2. Now, what's really interesting to note, I will be showing this more in a review, but this is the only game that came with the controller layover. Basically, you put it over the controller, you take it out of the back of the game here, and there's a little, hole where you can slide this into, and it basically, it's the button overlay where you can press whatever, it'll tell you what to do. So whatever. Atari games I only got about 5 games, but the ones I got were kind of, you know, they seem to be the titles to get. I couldn't find Frogger. I really wanted to get Frogger. You can't have an Atari without Pac-Man. See, I got Asteroids. I mean, I haven't even been able to play these. Vanguard. I know Vanguard's supposed to be good. Othello, which is like a puzzle game, and the best game on Atari 2600, E.T. I got this right at the fucking, you know, good price of I think it was only $1, so you can't beat that. I know this is like the shittiest game ever, so how could I not get it? So there is all of the pickups. But wait, we've got one more super rare, hard to find game. Do you know what it is? It's a game that sells on eBay for $200 to $300. I've even seen it sell for more. And you know how much I got it for? Take eBay price, about 200 bucks, cut that in half, that's 100 bucks, and then cut that in half again. That's right, Earthbound. Earthbound, $50. I don't know what they were thinking selling this to me for so cheap, because I've been seeing this same copy sit there for about 2 weeks. It was $2.99? Yeah, about $2.99. And I went there on the weekend sale and it was $1.99. And then I was like, okay, how much would you take for this? The guy was like, honestly, this has been sitting here for a while, and you come in a lot, so I'll give you a good deal on it. So, Earthbound. Oh my god. I mean, this is like the pinnacle of my collection. Obviously, I can't afford the box and the manual with the guidebook and all that shit, because I mean, complete this sells for $500 to $800 depending on the condition. I know the price is going to drop because this is available on the Wii Shop, or the eShop on the Wii U. It will be towards the end of the year, so the price will drop, and the price is starting to drop now. So if you can find a good copy of Earthbound for cheap, please seriously get it. Definitely recommend this game. I don't know how many hours I'm in, but I've been playing since maybe about last week, and I'm like level 40, or Ness is level 40. I think I'm about midway in the game, honestly, because I'm trying to beat this before I leave for Australia. This is like my last title to beat. It's really interesting. I like this game a lot. The sense of humor and the writing is really nice. I mean, the interactions with the AI isn't boring. There's definitely incentive for you to talk to everybody and get everybody's little story, because there's some funny jokes in there. I mean, a lot of people will just kind of say, I mean, this came out around the same time as like Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy III, and you know, there's kind of like a huge difference. But I kind of like Earthbound a little more, and I've been wanting to play Earthbound for years. Seriously, I mean, yeah, I can emulate it, but you know, what's the fun in that? So whatever. This has been my pickup. Seriously, I mean, I've loved everything I have. Unfortunately, I can't really play a lot of the ColecoVision games. I'll be able to somehow get that working and do a review for you eventually. So this will be my last video before my travels to Australia. So I think I will see you guys in August. I'm gonna, you know, have a revamped channel, revamped stuff, really get back into it now that I have a working computer, because seriously, video editing on my Mac was so slow. It was just, I wanted to throw up. It was just disgusting. But now we're back in action. Got a nice custom PC. Okay, now I mentioned Steam games here. Let me just tell them, because I don't really know how to screen capture yet. I got Sign Mora. I don't know how the hell to say that. It's kind of like an Einhander clone. Einhander was like a vertical shooter, or horizontal shooter. Horizontal shooter for the PlayStation 1. Really interesting. Sonic CD. You know, you can't not have a Sonic game. Sonic Generations. I got that, you know, just to test it out. Terraria. A lot of my friends have been telling me, well, I don't have a lot of friends, but my one friend Dakota from previous videos, he really recommended this game to me. And one game I got that I really like is called Trackmania 2 Stadium. It's kind of like a mini racing game. I don't know, it's fun as hell. But I know this has probably been a little longer than I estimated. But yeah, that's all my pickups. So whatever. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in August. So see you then, and take care.